Welcome to RFF Picks. Today I have a correlated Counter-Strike bet for you for tomorrow. This is going to be July 31st, Wednesday. That's $100 to win $300. First of all, I have two things to say. Number one, we have been extremely cold. Probably the worst cold streak I've been on in the past 4 years. It's been definitely very brutal. A lot of these prize pick slips, as you can see in front of us, are 1.5 away from hitting an entire slip. Another problem that we've had on prize picks as well, and I'm kind of making excuses but not at the same time, is they are payout shifting a lot of the times, something that we've kind of gotten able to get away with in the past. As you can see on this slip right here, it's 50 to win 400. This should most of the time rather be 50 to win 500, but I talk about it all the time where these League of Legends correlated plays are super strong. The ability to pair up two teammates together, a lot of the times you're going to see them in the same direction, right? So we had more, they both went more, and if you have I try to avoid taking the less, but a lot of the times they're either going to be in the same direction. So that's where the correlation comes into play, and that's where prize picks hits the payout shift. But something we've been able to do in the past is get away with these shifts. And the other way that we're getting away with these shifts is doing a lot of four-man plays, because prize picks, for some reason, whenever you do 5-man versus 4-man, they're not really payout shifting on the 4-mans, but we all know that the 4-mans are a lot more difficult to hit because the 5-mans give you that flexibility at hitting those 3, 4, 5-mans. So a lot of the times you get your money back. But kind of making excuses, but kind of not at the same time. I understand that we're not doing too hot at the end of the day, but we're really, like I said, this is a slip on this first slide here that we're not done with it yet, because we still need this guy right here to go less than assists. But right here, right, we had this basketball player from Japan, less than 6 assists, and he pushed at 6. So this should hopefully, if he does go less than assists, get us $200 here. But this is kind of what we're seeing with a lot of the slips that I've been making over the past 3 weeks, to where we're doing these 4-man plays. We're going 3 out of 4. One guy isn't hitting, and so it's very frustrating. And the other thing I was going to say is, we're in a weird time period with sports right now, to where we're kind of in a dead zone. There's no WNBA happening because they're in the Olympics. NBA obviously isn't going on. NHL is not going on. Football's not going on. College football is not going on. And so there's not a ton to work with, right? A lot of the times when you're betting, when there's more sports available, there's more lines to, take advantage of the sports books. And right now, even on this play, I wasn't even able to find 5 guys to where I really like it to pair up into the slip. And so this slip is actually just going to be a 2-man correlated play that I kind of ended up making, because that's another reason why I haven't really made, I wouldn't say I'm afraid to come on the camera, because obviously I'm on it right now, but I haven't felt comfortable enough to give out a play that I like, to where the past couple of days I've been in the mindset to make a video, but there's no place to make. And so I just haven't really made a video, at least at the nighttime, right? I've been posting plays throughout the day on Winnable, but a lot of times when these midnight or 11 p.m. plays, when I make them, they're kind of good. I don't know if there are people at Prize Picks that are not working or something, but there's a lot of discrepancy between sportsbooks, and so that's kind of why I'm able to get in some good plays on the YouTube. But we will go ahead and continue. Like I said, we're definitely cold. The past 3 weeks, I would say I'm pretty sure we've yet to hit a 5 out of 5 or 4 out of 4 man play, which would be a 10x payout. So waiting for that moment finally. And like I said, we should get some payout on this one, but we're still waiting here. And then once again, as well, we had another slip that I posted. I think I posted this either today. Yeah, I did earlier this morning today. I had a correlated play that's going to be tonight, so five hours from now. And then we had 3 baseball plays here. So we missed, but we're hoping for a 4 to 4 or a 4 to 5. And like I said, the League of Legends a lot of the times are very advantageous being able to pair up these. So I'm guessing, or hopefully a lot of the times, that the top laner and the bot laner are going to hit over on their kill totals. What we need here is we need them to either stomp the game, win 2-0, or for it to be a very competitive back and forth match to where there's a lot more opportunities to get kills. So we got 2 slips that we're kind of in the limbo for, but like I said, it's not really the 5 out of 5 or 4 out of 5, those 10x payouts that we're really, really wishing for. So finally, here is our Real Friends community. We have Real Friends in Football. We started this 2.5 years ago. We talk a lot about football on this channel. This channel initially was supposed to be a gambling channel where we talked about week 1 spreads, season bets, player props, all that kind of good stuff. Me and Miles are actually on this channel, I believe, once football season rolls around. We're going to do a little bit more of like a podcasty form type thing, I think. So, trying to talk about bets that we do like and to take those, week 1, week 2, week 3, talk about how the football season's going. We're trying to just get into more of like a podcasty type thing because that's kind of what we obviously enjoy doing. Me and him going back and forth, talking football, all that kind of good stuff. So that channel, General Football, we've had a good Lions video post there. We got 15,000 views. We had a good Chargers video that we posted on there. And believe we had like a Raiders video that we posted today as well. RFit Picks, I think we're at 1,800 subscribers now. We have our shorts channel that's pushing 500 subscribers. Podcast channel that we use here and there. But as you can see below, up 500 units over the past 3 years, 7% ROI, 7,000 bets. Once again, we talk about a time where I was down a lot of money. We've hit dips here and there. We had a dip here where I lost like $1,000. We've had a dip right here. I remember this dip very well. This is an annoying dip, and like I said, this is another dip that we've kind of dealt with. But what I want to show you is a screenshot of my history. This is, like I said, this isn't a thing that I can really fabricate or lie about because I have 7,000 bets on here that I've logged. Every single bet I log, and I take a screenshot, and like I said, I put every single bet. What I'm trying to say is every bet that I make, I have stored away, right? And I will see if I win it or not. I know a lot of people use, this is a screenshot of my Action Network. I know there's another app out there that I think a lot of people use as well. I'm actually on it too, but a lot of the times it just kind of like auto generates and I don't really look at it too often. But Action Network, I'm like, all about. I'm like always sitting there looking at my Action Network, like I said, logging every single bet. So what I want to take away from the screenshot is obviously you're going to have your ups and downs, but at the end of the day, I trust my process. I'm going to keep doing it regardless of how much money I am down because over the past 3 years, it's a big sample size to where I have won a lot. So finally, here's going to be our Winnable. I said finally again, but here's our Winnable. What this is, an easy way to get our picks. As you can see at the bottom right here, we're at 800 plus subscribers that are either signed up to our free plan or MVP plan. So our free plan is going to be 1 free pick a day. The Taco Tuesdays, I think I posted a Taco Tuesday today that we ended up winning. It's really annoying because these tacos are only $5 rather than $25. But what I will say is we want to take advantage of all these little small victories that we can take from the books that are offering a lot of discounts. So Sleeper is offering a lot. FanDuel, obviously, DraftKings. Be on the lookout for a lot of those. That's one thing that I did do a lot throughout my 3 years of being a profitable gambler is taking advantage of as many boosts as possible, regardless of how much money it is, because these are small victories that you're able to take. So you either get a text or email of our plays on the free plan, and then MVP plan is going to be every single one of the bets that we make, $100 a month. So we dropped it from $150 to $100, and like I said, NFL is coming up as soon as Thursday, so 2 days we are away from NFL, so we're gonna have a lot more bets flowing in, and like I said, even basketball is gonna be coming up very shortly in October, so we're gonna be able to post a lot more plays. Like today, I think I posted maybe 3 plays, but once football season rolls around, there's gonna be opportunities to maybe like 8 to 10 bets that we're gonna be posting, and more bets equals more opportunities to win, right? So finally, here's going to be the play. Like I said, I wish I was able to get out a 5-man slip, but I almost, once again, wasn't even going to come on here and make a video because I really didn't love the slate too much, but I was able to find a, once again, correlated play in Counter-Strike Liquid going against Virtus Pro. So we have Ultimate going against Jame, and we're going to go more on the Ultimate's kill total and then more on the headshots for Jame. And the way that Counter-Strike works is they go best of 13 between map 1 and 2, and that means that there are more opportunities for there to be kills, right? So if this game between Liquid and Virtus goes into long, drawn-out matches, right, to where they're playing 13 to 11 or 13 to 10 rounds to where there's a lot of games, there's a lot more opportunities for them to be into more kills, right? So you can come. The difference between Counter-Strike and maybe a sport like football is that football has a small or limited time, right? There's going to be X amount of time in a football game, but the way that Counter-Strike works is there's not a time. There's no time. It's just best of X, or best of 13, to where they could be playing into overtime and going into these back and forth games. So you can kind of think of it as like a college football game, to where they're going back and forth a lot. It's a lot of passing. We're going to do the same thing when football rolls around, to where we're taking two teams together. We have a quarterback and a receiver, to where football, I always go back to football because that's kind of like my bread and butter when it comes to sports, right? But think about it to where we have one college football team, say like Baylor, they're playing TCU, kind of two pass attack, happy teams, to where Baylor, they score very early on. They score, so that puts the pressure on TCU. They score, and then at the end of the day, the score is like 35-35. Then they go into overtime, and there's even more opportunity to get more passing yards, more receiving yards. Kind of the same situation when it comes to, Counter-Strike, to where we're hoping for them to be, 40 games back and forth between both teams. And if this, or even more than 40 games, like 45, 50 games. And if that happens, then these guys, if they're on the battlefield a lot more, or the field, whatever it may be, then there are more opportunities for them to get these kills, right? So that's kind of the thought process behind this. And then the other thing too is I saw Ultimate's, his line at underdog is at 31.5. So 31.5 versus 28.5 is pretty massive, right? That's a 3 kill difference. So I'm going to go back to basketball, right? Imagine if Steph Curry's line on one sportsbook was at 31.5, but he only had to hit 28.5 on a different sportsbook. So 3 kills in a difference between sportsbooks is pretty massive. So that's kind of the thought process behind this. We're doing a correlated bet, liquid or ultimate versus Jame, 100 to win 300. Like I said, I'm putting even more money on the stake because I really do believe in it. And it's a little bit... This is going to be a little bit of an easier play to win, right? It's not a 4-man or 5-man play to where we're hoping, relying on a lot more outcomes to happen. This is really just one game. We're hoping for one game to kind of go in the direction. I always talk about we want our plays to kind of tell a story, right? And this play, the story is within this slip is that it's a long, drawn-out game between the two teams, right? So that is going to be the play. I'll be posting tomorrow. Like I said, I'm really not praying for football season to come around, but football season's coming around, and I'm very excited for them to be a lot more opportunities to get a lot of plays out there. So that's going to be the play. Best of luck out to you, and I'll be posting plays tomorrow. See y'all next time.